Hello everyone, this is Elena again, and we'll be discussing reporting from ETO in this module. Feel free to follow along in the training program or your own program if you have access already. ETO Results is the add-on tool to ETO that we use for real-time reporting. Data entered into ETO are transformed into reports in ETO Results that are later used by program staff or the L&E team. The L&E department staff develop reports with input from program staff. So let's look at some reports in ETO. We divide our reports into three different types: standard, data check, and custom. You can find your standard and data check reports under your staff action links bar here. And so standard reports are reports that are used across LAYC. They include our demographics report, our standard attendance report, case notes, pre and post, and a few others. We also have two data check reports, a demographics data check report, also known as raw demographics, and a touchpoint data entry check report. These two reports are used primarily for checking data entry and quality. Custom reports are those that are specific to a program, department, or type of program. For example, you may have a custom attendance report for your program. If your program has custom reports, they would show up under custom links in your dashboard, like this one for the training program. Okay, so let's go through how to run a report. First, just click on the report you'd like to open. For now, I'm going to choose this demographics report for special programs. In a few seconds here, we'll be getting a prompt that'll automatically pop up. So what you'll do is go ahead and put in the time frame for which you'd like to pull data. We'll put in the begin date here as October 1st, 2018, and the end date as today. Then you put in the value for the program name. You can run any reports for all of the programs that you have access to in ETO. So I'm going to search for a program here with this search toolbar and then run the report. So I'm going to run it for upgrades training program. So just double click to bring that over to the right side, which shows that you will be bringing that program into your report. And once you've filled out all of that information, just click OK. Usually takes up to 30 seconds to run our ETO reports. Okay. So when you run a report, the first tab that you usually see is a tab with summary information. For example, this demographic report shows us the number of youth that we've served during the time frame and gives some key youth demographics. Using this demographics report is a great way to keep tabs on how many youth you're serving in your program and their characteristics. Subsequent report tabs usually contain detailed data or data for individuals. So for example, in this report, you can get charts and graphs for different demographic areas. So here we have some detailed data for the age range of youth served. Here's some for gender and county and so on and so forth. In other reports, you can get the data by participant, as I mentioned, so you could get the individual attendance rate or maybe their scores on an assessment. Okay. So now let's talk about saving reports. This process of saving is the same for all reports that you would run in ETO. So what you'll do is go up to this toolbar up here and select this icon that looks like a piece of paper with an arrow coming out of it that says export. So what you'll do here is keep this report selected And then in here, you can choose which tabs you'd like to export your report for. So I'm going to deselect and select only external report. Then you would select your file type. So let's say I'd wanted this in Excel, and I'll select Excel. And then all you have to do is click OK. And then you'll see you'll get your report down here, and you can save it or do whatever you need to do with it. This report is a summary report, and it doesn't have any PII, but always remember to be very careful when exporting or printing reports with PII. They need to be saved on LAYC's shared drive only and locked away when not in use. Okay, let's go back to your staff dashboard. So one thing you may notice is that you might have a report embedded into your dashboard. You usually see this here on the bottom left. Many of our programs have this, like this program, for example, has an after-school report. These reports are the same as the ones that you're used to running, just simplified and given a preset date range so that they fit onto your staff dashboard and you don't need to put any prompts in. Some of these reports may have 1 or 2 tabs of information. The L&E team can modify your dashboard reports based on your program needs. Okay, let's head back to the slides. So who should run reports and when? All program staff at LAYC should run reports to check their work, but this is especially important for program managers to check for correct and timely data entry. When to do this? A good rule of thumb is at least monthly at the data entry deadline to make sure your team's data has been entered, or before reporting out to a funder or other stakeholder. And really, you can do this whenever needed to assess program progress. Refer to your program's data tracker to see which custom reports to run for different kinds of data. L&E offers in-person training throughout the year on using reports. If you ever have a question about a report or you need help running a report, please don't hesitate to let us know. All right, you're all done with the ETO training modules now, so please head back to the Google Classroom and follow the instructions to complete an assignment and hand in your materials so that you can get access to your programs in ETO.